My name is Travis Cadman, one of the co-founders of Arizona Investar. Appreciate you taking the time to listen to our video today. Arizona Investar was created to provide an alternative investment for investors to participate in a hard, tangible asset to produce returns that really can only be found in the real estate asset class. Most investors, as we know, invest in things like paper assets, such as stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. And for people to invest in real estate, other than maybe their own principal home, it was always difficult for them to participate in that asset class because the barriers to entry were always difficult, until now. Arizona Investar was created to provide the product, the investment opportunity that investors were looking for, to give them an asset they could invest in that has a hard, tangible asset. It's not a paper asset. It's an asset that could appreciate over the course of time, and along the way could provide some nice cash flow to the investors. So what Arizona Investar did was create a program, a structure, and a process that makes it very easy for investors to buy revenue properties, whether it be a single-family home, a duplex, participating in the investment of a multifamily building, to provide them the things that they're looking for in their investment, which is cash flow, preservation of capital, and appreciation. Well, you always wonder, where does it all take place? Well, it takes place right here. This is the trustees sale at the Phoenix Courthouse, also known as the Courthouse Steps, is referred to in some of the presentation when we talk about some of our real estate investment opportunities up in Canada. So welcome everybody to the Courthouse Steps. This is where it actually takes place, right here. This is the trustees sales, and we're actually bidding on a property right now. Preston Stradling, one of our property specialists, is bidding on one of our chosen properties from the list today. And just so you know, there was about 250 properties today on the list. We narrowed it down today to about 7 properties, and we're just going on one of our properties right now. Fantastic asset over in Chandler, 1,400 square foot house. Opening bid on it was $65,000. Our max bid on this particular property is going to be about $80,000. So let's see how he does. Right here at the Courthouse Step, this is a wholesale level. This is where we buy our houses. It's not really public friendly here, simply because of the way that the process goes. Every day at 4 o'clock, we get the list of all the foreclosures. We break it down as to what actually qualifies for the properties we want to bid on. And today, like I said, we just narrowed it down to just a few. So this is where it takes place right here.
Hey Brett, hey, we got 3991 East Timberline Road. They're getting ready. They're going to prep it right now.
All right, man.
So
we got the sheet up, ready to go. A lot of people on it, or?
Yeah, there's probably like 4 or 5 people on it so far. So we'll see what happens.
Okay. And you saw this one, right? You're the one that actually drove this.
Yeah. Property. Yeah, I saw it. It's not a bad property. I liked it. It's in a great area. So. Trail number is
the 120 range. So just, we don't have a ton of room, but this thing's worth 150 plus. But I think this kind of house we can pick up.
Okay, it's 118. Still going.
Yeah, you just stay in it.
There's still a couple people left.
Okay.
Looks like.
Yeah, we're so good.
I've been doing this for just over 7 years now, and through the last 7 years we've gone through about 300 different contractors to acquire a team that we feel it fits what we're looking for. We work with about 22 different contractors right now that consist of plumbers, electricians, HVAC technicians, painters, carpet installers, landscapers, roofers. The list goes on and on. It's taken quite a long time to acquire this team, and really what I feel we do different than most are 3 main key points. The first one is the time frame that it takes to get the job done. On average, the properties that Arizona Investar is acquiring for the Canadians is properties that don't need much more than $3,000 up to $10,000 in repairs. So that helps right there in getting the most bang for your buck out of your asset. But on average, it takes anywhere from 7 to 10 days to complete the job. This is a really quick time frame. We feel like we have it down to a science with that. Number 2 is price negotiations. Part of this plays into the volume of work that we're able to provide. At any given time of the month, we have anywhere from 15 to 25 houses under construction, and that's aside from any minor repairs such as garbage disposals or landscape leaks or anything like that. So with that volume, we've been able to work with this team of 22 different contractors, and we've negotiated prices with them that are below market rates for you guys that we pass through to the investor. So Those first two key factors are really important. And number three is the quality of work that we do. We feel that we focus very hard on trying to set the properties apart from the competition. Your rental property, maintenance is a huge role in getting the most bang for your buck. We know where to draw the line when going into a property and getting an estimate. We make sure that we do little things such as two-tone paint to really make your property pop. Most of the competition out here, you walk into a rental property and it screams rental. You walk in and it just feels like a rental property, but we do little things that really don't cost much at all, but they really make a huge difference in attracting a higher quality tenant that's going to stay for a longer period of time, and it's going to allow your property to rent for more. Those three key factors really are what I feel are the most important things when it comes to maintenance coinciding with the property management team for Arizona Investar.
Hi, my name is Ryan Howder. I am currently working at Brewer Caldwell Property Management. I've been here now going on my 10th year and am the Vice President over the Property Management Division. I've seen quite a bit of changes in the market over the years, obviously, and we handle the side of the market where we deal with the owners and the tenants and getting tenants into homes. The main three reasons why a property will sit vacant is we're either not marketing, the people don't know about the properties, the house isn't showing well, or we're priced too high for the area. Now, in looking at all these factors, we've been able to evolve over time in dealing with how to market. What was working 5 years ago isn't necessarily working today, where we're seeing that internet and signage is our number 1 and 2 ways of finding tenants for properties. As far as the property looking well, we have a standard here at Brewer Caldwell where we want specific ways that our properties stand out from others, because at the end of the day it is still a competitive market when dealing with the rental industry. Last but not least is the price of the homes. This is probably one of the biggest factors that we're seeing if the home remains vacant. Some owners and investors understand how this works and lower rent accordingly, since one missed rent payment is something that you'll never be able to get back. But we go through that process with the investors. We pull rental comps, and with our whole purchase process that we do at the auction, this is all laid out for the investor to know specifically what he'll be getting in rents, how the vacancy rates are for that area, also the maintenance and fix-up costs that could be involved or associated.
We were really scared and we didn't know what we were going to do. My husband had lost his job due to the economy, and we had gotten behind on our payments and couldn't get caught up and didn't know what we were going to do. We felt like we were just waiting for a knock at the door where we were going to be kicked out and having to find a new place to live. A knock did come at the door, but it wasn't who we expected. It was someone from Brewer Caldwell. They were really nice and explained to us that we would be able to stay in our home. We were able to sign a 2-year lease agreement where we didn't have to take our kids out of the schools that they were previously in and take them from their friends in the neighborhood that they were accustomed to. So we were very happy that we got to stay in our same home and in our same neighborhood. And we're so grateful for them and what they were able to offer us in our lives and for our children.